is the long-running farce that is equity, which purports to be a trade union for all creatives in entertainment business, running out of laughs. Well, you must judge for yourself, mustn't you? Welcome to this, my chinwag number, I think it is 22. And it is on the question of whether equity, the trades union that purports to represent all creatives in entertainment business, is it a long-running farce that is running out of laughs? You wouldn't believe it. What I'm hearing anyway. I can scarcely do so, because some of the allegations being made against the current regime are pretty serious. You see, many serious allegations are being made about the current chief executive officer, apparently, our general secretary is now called, and the chairperson of the board, so to speak, which I suppose is how one should describe one's president, of equity. I mean, which, when I last looked, used to be a trades union and not a limited company. Anyway, a regime led by this ruling class of elites, apparently aided by their slavish acolytes of quasi-Marxist, Leninist, Trotskyites, Stalinist, fascist, communists, etc., 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 on the current Council of Equity, are doing some naughty things. But are these allegations true? Well, let's look at them, and then you can make up your own mind, can't you? Apparently, this authoritarian ruling class of elites are A, anti-Semitic. Well, certainly many members, especially of the Jewish persuasion, like a renowned dame and others, have been forced to leave equity because of the union's pronouncements on international conflicts without consulting all the members whose views they purport to represent. The second allegation, B, is that this ruling class is ageist. Really? Well, they've banned members, especially women of a certain age, from taking part in affairs of equity, including any office, even when elected to do so, for periods ranging from 3 years to life. Gosh, you don't even get that for certain murders. And what has been the sin of these women? Oh, they've been daring to air their views based on their experience and service to equity over many long years. Apparently, in one case, one woman has been awarded life membership by equity and within a month banned for life from ever taking part in equity again. Yes, it certainly does appear to be a farce, doesn't it? Let's move on. Allegation C. Is the union racist? Oh, I don't know. I can certainly vouch for their sustained bullying and harassment of me, a member of long service and a former member of the council and the executive, whose ethnic origin obviously, displays a darker colour of skin. But I suspect they will use anything because they believe that their ends justify their means. Allegation D is that this elitist regime is financially irresponsible. because the monies of equity really belong to all the members of equity, one would have thought, wouldn't you? Now let's just take a couple of examples. Now we are donating, as equity, to the strike fund of another union. I mean, I don't know the rights and wrongs of the dispute that the other union is involved in with their employers, but certainly I know that those strikes are adversely affecting the livelihood of some working members of equity. And all this has been done by this ruling elite without even establishing a political fund or levy with members able to opt in and out of any such expenditure. And all this has been done without consulting all the members. That's how democratic they appear to be. The second example is, is it right for them to use union funds? Is it even legal, I wonder, to employ expensive lawyers to enable one member to start a legal process against another? I thought the whole point of a trade union was to support each other, not to fund legal action for one member against another. And then they go further, this ruling class. They try to influence the legal process by internal procedures of seemingly biased individuals who are all influenced and often appointed by the current General Secretary and the current President. Sounds a little too cosy for comfort, if you ask me, but then what do I know? Let's look at allegation E. They display their contempt for members, who after all pay their enormous salaries and expenses, and they seem to be seeking to deny equity members their legal and democratic rights, which I thought any citizen in even our relatively free society enjoys. Then there's allegation F, that they're seeking this trumped-up lot of bureaucratic politicos. They're seeking to stifle all freedom of speech and all expressions of dissent. Further, they're turning a trades union of creatives and other workers in entertainment into a sectarian party political campaigning organisation of activists, if you ask me. Oh, but then what do I know? I'm merely an actor, and these people, some of whom are amateur politicians, some of whom are wonderfully groomed by the political cults they belong to, well, they probably know better, don't they? However, if any part of the above allegations are true, and as I say, I have no reason to doubt their veracity, surely it is time for the scandal to be exposed. And the question is, should equity be returned to the members? Or should paid bureaucrats and politicos be allowed to be the tail wagging the dog? In short, is it time for a change? Or is this farce heading towards its curtain call? As a trades unionist myself, I hope that the union can be rescued from this appalling takeover by political or politically motivated individuals who do not represent the majority of the members of equity. What do you think? Let me know. In the meantime, I wish all of you, even these sad politicos, love and peace. Bye.